Hey everyone, this is Westminster. I'm doing a quick deck tech over my green-white Primal Command list, and and also go over some of the common questions, and then talk about the sideboard a little bit before getting into the league. So the basic idea of this deck is it is a big mana deck with a lot of dedicated ramp and a lot of synergies and combos to sort of justify it. A lot of traditional like Green Devotion decks mostly go all in on the ramp and with a very big payoff, and you hope that your opponent doesn't have like one counter, and if they don't have one counter or one removal, then you win the game. This sort of deck is a bit different because you really don't need to all in as much. So for instance, we have like a lot of disruption, like Skyclave. Obviously it's like the best disruption in the format basically. And we also have some important pieces like Llanowar Visionary. So I get a lot of questions about this card, like, is it actually good? Is it actually playable? Is this a limited card? Is it only good in limited? Like, can you actually play this in a modern constructed deck? And yeah, actually, it plays a very significant role. So in traditional like Green Devotion decks, your 3 mana plays are typically like things like Overgrowth or like other enchantments that help you ramp more mana, or maybe sometimes they play like just a lot of additional mana ramp in the 3 mana slot. Now, Llanowar Visionary is so much better because it draws you a card. So it replaces itself while giving you the effect of the ramp. And this is actually super important. So you go turn 1 Dork, turn 2 Visionary, turn 3 Primal Command. You can actually get to 5 mana on turn 3 while also replacing the card that you used. This is also especially important because some of our sideboard cards like Elder Gargaroth, dropping a Gargaroth on turn 3 is just backbreaking in the matchups where it's good. So yeah, Llanowar helps us get to 5 mana on turn 3 and it replaces itself. It's a solemn simulacrum that basically at 3 mana. It's actually, I think, pretty underrated. So yeah, so after we ramp up to 5 mana, we have the Primal Command, Eternal Witness loop. And then if we get to 6 mana, if we have a Primal Command and an Ephemerate, you can basically go infinite at 6 mana. So the way it works is you use Primal Command to fetch Eternal Witness, you play the Eternal Witness, you fetch back the Primal Command, and then your next turn is Primal Command Ephemerate. So with these 2 cards, you can basically go infinite. You flicker the Eternal Witness to buy back the Primal Command, and then you cast Primal Command to add another creature to your hand. You generate absurd value, and your opponent is stuck with drawing the same card every turn because you put like a land of theirs on top of their library. So it's a very powerful combo. The other powerful piece to this deck is Yasharn. Yasharn is super strong. Very few people know what he actually does. So here, let me just turn on the display pane. There we go. So yeah, Yasharn basically says you can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells and activate abilities. In addition, you get to search your library for forested and plains. So because you can't pay life, you can't crack fetch lands, and you can't activate canopy lands for mana because you have to pay a life. So he is often very backbreaking. This deck has the ability to generate 4 mana on turn 2. And if you jam him on the play, oftentimes opponents will just be sitting on fetch lands or canopy lands, unable to activate them for mana. So he's super, super strong. Additionally, in the deck, we also have 4 Ephemerate. Ephemerate is extremely good in the list. So a lot of traditional Ephemerate lists, like Bant Ephemerate, they include a lot of creatures with ETBs that are like pretty low to the ground, like 2-3 mana plays. This deck, you're trying to flicker an Eternal Witness not to get back like a 1/1 flyer. You're flickering it to get back a Primal Command. So the payoff for running Ephemerate is much, much stronger. So you can also Ephemerate Acidic Slime, which is absolutely backbreaking. So you will basically nuke all their lands, and it turns out very, very good. Some additional cards. Acid Moss helps us with our ramp game plan. It helps solidify the Tron matchups. It gives us a chance to win against Amulet Titan. So it's not a perfect card, but it does what it needs to. And yeah, it's working pretty good. Overall, with the deck so far, I'm holding currently just out of 4 leagues so far, so not very representative. I'm holding a 75% win rate, and I have 2 5-0s. And the only reason I mention that is when this deck shows up on people's streams, a lot of people sort of brush it off as being a bit of like unplayable jank, when it really isn't. This deck, I think, is very powerful. Personally, I actually think it's busted. I think this deck is very, very strong. It requires a little bit of learning how to play, like how to use ephemerates around removal, knowing what your outs are. It's a very powerful list. So, but a lot of people seem to think that it's like tier 3 jank when I really do think the deck's a lot better. And it has like a lot of great sideboard options. So we can get into those now. The number one that you might be surprised about is Ghostly Prison. So another neat thing about ramp decks is that having access to 3 mana on turn 2 makes Ghostly Prison much more relevant. You can play this on turn 2 instead of turn 3, and that really buys you a lot of time. It's actually very playable in a ramp deck like this. It's also replacing Graveyard Hate a little bit. So like against like a Dredge matchup, we only have 2 specific graveyard cards, so oozes. Ghostly Prison is just as good against Dredge as Scavenging Ooze, and so instead of having to dedicate 5 slots to Graveyard Hate, I'm only technically dedicating 2, and then I have 3 flex pieces that can also be sighted in against like Burn or Prowess or Spirits, those kind of aggro decks. Elder Gargaroth is a recent tech that one of my fellow brewers with this deck came up with, the RP Angriff. He kind of actually got the idea from, I guess, one of the times he was watching Aspiring Spike. Spike mentioned that it's actually a very, very good sideboard card. I had tested with Gargaroth before in the main deck, and it hadn't worked out too well, but as a sideboard option, it's just completely backbreaking. As we get into some of the league matches, you'll see that a turn 3 Gargaroth empowered by like a Visionary, turn 2 Gargaroth, turn 3, it's completely backbreaking. It will lead to concessions on the spot, so it's pretty good. Other sideboard options really aren't much of a surprise. Veil is kind of a requirement. Night of Autumn is there for Titan, also for Burn, those kinds of matchups. And then we have Dampening Spear. For Tron, you typically want at least 1 sideboard piece, at least, against Tron. It also sides again against Amulet Titan, and then 1 Trinisphere for Burn or Prowess matchups. But yeah, in combination, the deck actually plays very, very well. It's a little bit tricky to know how to mulligan at first, know what you're looking for in the various matchups. But once you figure it out, it's a lot of fun, and you can actually do pretty well with it. So yeah, so that's the basic overview, and now we can get into some of the games.
Hey everyone, so the first game, the recording got a little scuffed, so it'll be a replay just for this first match, and then the rest of them will be the recorded live matches. It's also not a bad time to go over mulligans, so ideally you want to find some sort of initial 1-mana ramp in your hand, a mid-game playoff like a Skyclave Apparition, and then your late-game bombs like Primal Command, which is mostly what we have here. So this is an excellent hand, and we'll keep it. Okay, so this is important. When a fetch or when a land is shocked in, it's at risk of being bolted. If you have a choice between a Utopia Sprawl and a Noble Hierarch, oftentimes it's better to lead with the Sprawl so you can at least get your 3 mana play. Leading with Hierarch is a better payoff because Utopia Sprawl is mana neutral, whereas Noble Hierarch is mana negative the turn you play it. However, dodging a dork when you have dodging a bolt when you have a play next turn is extremely useful. Yeah, Sprite Dragon, that's fine. We'll Skyclave it next turn, too easy. Yep, yeah, that works fine. Yep, so I have this paused. So yeah, now for Acid, this is an Acid Moss turn. I'm going to take him off a land. I could take him off the Blood Crypt. However, just to take him off black entirely. However, trying to take him off double blue is pretty important because this is Aspiring Spikes list. It runs like Logic Knot, and it runs like Archmage's Charm. It's very important to keep them off blue. Making your opponent go from 2 to 1 blue is actually pretty important. So yeah, so that's why I chose the blue land as the target here. Another Sprite Dragon. So oftentimes people in this situation won't know what Yasharn does. So when you play Yasharn, there's a chance that they won't crack the fetch in response. Obviously, it's always better to crack the fetch because Yasharn will lock out your fetch otherwise. So yeah, he should have cracked it in response. Yep. Yep, so here comes Primal Command, and I have another Skyclave. I decide to go for it while he has mana down. And yeah, so that should mostly lock up the game here. He puts Yasharn into hand, and yeah. Yep, and so now with Ephemerate, obviously you want to use it while they're down on mana and they can't counter anything. So yeah, that is game 1. And I will go view the sideboard. Yeah, so in this matchup against like a Luris Grixis list, Gargaroth is very good. The Gargaroth is like okay. Veil is also really good. I think those, and you might even want to like side in 1 ooze. I think that's what I did. We'll find out in game 2 what my sideboard plan was. Okay, so let's see what the sideboard looks like. Yep, so Acid Moss is often the cut against matchups where lands don't matter as much. So Acid Mosses were out, Veils are in, Gargaroths are in. That's mostly the sideboarding plan. So just to talk about this mulligan for a little bit. So I've already mulled to 5 against a control list. I don't think you can afford to go much below 5, even though this is an awful starting hand. It's just going to 4 against a control deck I don't think is really much of an option. So I kept a hand. This is a bad hand. The previous 2 hands were great hands with just 1 mana. 1 more mana source and they would have been playable.
And so now I'm stuck with this hand. So yeah, there's some merit to keeping one landers, but it can just bite you sometimes, and sometimes you just don't get what you need on a multi-5, and it happens. Okay, so this is pretty good. So against like a slower list like this, like a turn 3 visionary is completely fine. Yeah, but now that I've drawn Veil, I'm going to wait till turn 4 to try to play around it. Any counter magic, so. Okay. So yeah, Visionary draws a card, works great. He's going to bolt it. I try to ephemerate in response. He pushes, but he didn't have a permanent leave the battlefield, so there's a pretty big punt on his part. So yep, so I'm going to rebound, see what he does here. Going to cast Veil to give my guy hexproof, and then he's going to snap bolt. Yep, that's fine. Yep. Yep, put Slurs in hand. He doesn't really have anything in the graveyard, so it's fine. I draw into my second Veil, so this was a bit of a lucky top deck. I found 2 of my 3 Veils this game, so I top decked pretty well. So I have a choice here. I have a choice between playing Witness or Skyclave first into a potential counter. I run out the Skyclave because if he's able to deal with it, Witness is going to be able to get back an Ephemerate, and I can just rebuy my whole graveyard. So in this position, Witness is a blowout that will win me the game. Whereas Skyclave is just a removal card. So if this Witness is able to get something back from the graveyard, I'll be set. So I wanted to test for a counterspell, and I'm not sure what his. Well, actually, I do know what his hand is in the future, next couple of turns. But I played as if it was he had some sort of counterspell. So yeah, so he had a Fatal Push. That's fine. I hung on to my Witness because I wanted to be able to double spell. And actually, I don't think it mattered with how much mana he had up. I think this was a bit of a misplay. I don't think I necessarily needed to have waited both turns. Yep, so he's going to counter it. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a misplay on my part. And now I have Gargaroth on the board. He shouldn't have an answer to it, and it will just win the game here straight up. Because he has no answer to it, it matches up with Sprite Dragon really nicely, and there's no way he has to kill it. So, yep, from here on out, it's mostly going to be, I think, just Gargaroth winning the game. Yep, cracking the fetch in response. I'll grab a couple more lands. And yeah, and there's the concede. So, yeah, I think I did have some hot draws, getting 2 of my Veils top decked pretty well. But still, I was always generating like persistent threats and threatening to lock out his top deck. So, yeah, he had to be able to answer all of my threats throughout the game in order to win. So I think it shows just sort of the proactive game plan of this deck and how it can actually beat a decent meta deck. So yeah, so now we'll go on to the games that were recorded live, and yeah, we'll be done with replays for now. Hey everybody, so I'm here playing Green-White Primal Command. In the current league, I'm 1-0. I had some issues with the recording, and I actually missed out on one recording. So, sorry, one match. Something came up, and I forgot to start the recording software again, and so unfortunately, I have some bits and pieces of it, but I don't think it's worth uploading. So we're going to get into it. I just beat the Sprite Dragon Grixis list that Aspiring Spike uses. Game 1 was pretty clean. Game 2, I had like 2 Veils. Like I had to play multiple Veils to have something stick on the board. So yeah, it worked pretty good. But yeah, I really like that list. It's a really neat. It's like an almost Delver list, and also having like Luris in the Wish border, I guess, as a companion. It's pretty strong. So yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so we have a dork, we have multiple lands, which is what we want. We have 2 payoffs, and we have an endgame ephemerate finisher. So this is another snap keep. So I had 1 snap keep, and then I had 1 multi-5 the previous round. So one of the things that I've been thinking about with this deck is it really could use a 12th mana, a 12th dork, and I'm not sure what I would replace for it. So like the leading contender is probably an ephemerate. Oh boy. Okay. I need to find a Utopia Sprawl off the top here, please. Okay. Well, that's not that, but I doubt he's gonna trade here. So I think I can probably safely push 1 damage. If he wants to trade, I will trade. Yeah. They never trade. You can usually get in 1 point of damage that way. Okay. So yeah, Ponza. Stop. That's fine. Actually, I may try to save it. Do I want to save it? I think I want to save it. Yes. Yes, I want to save it. So I'm going to use the first half of the ephemerate. I'm not going to use it on the second time. Because I think I need to just get on the board versus Ponza. Okay. Okay, I don't think I'm casting this. No. Ah, there's the E-Wood, of course. But, you know, getting to do this is just so value. I needed the dork. Like this is just, getting this off is just so important right now. All right, F6 value. Let's see what they'd have.
Okay. It looks like they have blood moons. Okay, that's fine. I can easily read about a blood moon. Yeah. And I can actually take them off of... oh yeah, this is really good. I think we're just going to take them off green entirely. Yeah. So now they don't have any green. Okay. Probably going to Primal Command. Probably going to get a... trying to think. Probably going to get actually a Noble. Oh, come on. What does he got here for? It's for 4. So blood BBE. He hit a lightning bolt. Okay. Okay, so I need to get a basic forest here pretty quick. I want to force him to have to replay the Blood Moon, I think. But then what do I get? So, yeah, if I force him to replay the Blood Moon, I think I just get... need to get a Noble Hierarch. It also keeps me free from taking Dorks' damage. He probably doesn't have that much more gas. Although he might. It's hard to say. And yeah, actually, fetching the 3rd Temple Garden was a little bit of a mistake. So I could also just play Ewit and get back a Windswept Heath or another Acid Moss. But I think I like taking him off of the Blood Moons because he may have one more thing to play. And yeah, I think I like taking him off of the Blood Moons. I maybe should have just... There was I guess a case for not playing Primal Command last turn instead. So I guess it's a little debatable. So we need to get... I could also get an Acidic Slime. That's also not a bad option. Could also help clear the Blood Moon. Then I can flicker it the next turn. Yeah, I actually kind of like the Acidic Slime play. Yeah, I think Acidic Slime is very powerful here. So, yeah, we'll do that. Okay, this is good. This is really good. I just land off the top is... Alright, this is fine as well. So he's just stuck with a Blood Moon in hand. Yeah, I can beat that. Okay, so yeah, so I think we have our place set up. I think what we're going to do is, I think first we're going to play out the, so he has a Blood Moon. If he has another land destruction spell off the top, he can't play both. I'm going to play the Forest, though, to make sure I have access to 1 white next turn. Because that's really important. I'm going to try to go Acidic Slime, Ephemerate. So let's see what he does. Okay. Okay, so he has something bigger. Is it Chandra? Oh, it's Karn. He's probably going to go for Liquid Metal. Okay, so I have 6 mana next turn. Oh, Torpor Orb. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Okay, so what's he going to do? There's a chance he'll block with yeah, there is a chance he'll block with an elf. So a Torpor Orb is actually a bit of a problem. So I actually need to get back Primal Command this turn. So that's going to be super important. So I can flick off Torpor Orb and still have play. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play our Snow-Covered Plains. We're going to swing at Karn. See what happens. Okay, and we are going to get back Primal Command. I have 3 mana now. Actually, I don't think I need to do anything at the moment. Yeah, I don't think I need to do anything. So he could go something like Bridge, Torpor Orb. He has a Blood Moon still in hand. So there's just one unknown at the moment. Okay, he might go for Bridge here. Oh, Sky Sovereign. Is he just going to go with a greedy play? Is he really just going to, like, floor it? Hope I don't have the Ephemerate? I mean, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have the Ephemerate. We'll see. Okay. And the blowout. Get back. Get back an Acid Moss. Yeah. Actually, I think I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I just need a land, right? Because this land in hand is dead. I think I'm just going to get back a land. A playable land. I need to like get to 8 mana as soon as possible. There we go. All right.
the Blowout from Ephemerate. Okay, so against traditional Ponza, what do I want here? I don't think there's much of a change up, to be honest. Torpor Orb was a little concerning. But yeah, I think as is good. He should have just played the Torpor Orb and forced me to like use my mana, because I mean he still has a turn to replay it. Like, I was at pretty low life. So if I were him, I think I would have Torpor Orbed and probably like fetched a Liquid Metal Coating. I think with those two down, and then you leave up the dorks to chump the Yasharn and then trade with the Ewit. So that's what I would have done. But yeah, in terms of sideboarding, I don't really actually think there's any good sideboarding moves. I think these are all of these cards are very playable against them. So. Okay, what do we got here? This is a great hand. Multiple dorks, maybe one too many lands, but it's still acceptable, and Yasharn. So we're going to keep it. So we'll be able to play through a bunch of disruption. I need to be very careful, and always I need to fetch basics first. I have to worry about turn 2 Blood Moon. So flip side is, of course, you could have just pillage the next turn, which would also suck. Yeah, so I think we're going to just go with the basic. We're going to fetch the basic here. And we're going to lead on Arbor Elf to try to top deck a Utopia Sprawl. Okay. It looks like he may have BBE. We'll see. Oh, Karn. Okay. So he may just lock me out of the game right away. Yeah. Yeah, that's a very fast start. Okay. So I can clock Karn to 2. And then... Yeah, I guess we still keep going for it, right? I'm going to still try to play through it. Because we led with this, I can now clock him for 2 life. So I'm going to go... I should hopefully be able to put some pressure on Karn next turn. See, and like this is always the matchup where being on the play is just so much better than the draw. So like now his turn 3 is nuking a land, whereas my turn 3 is like nuking Utopia Sprawl. So okay, so how many lands do I have? I have 4 lands. Okay, well, let's make it a bit harder. See what we got. So I get an Acid Moss. So that's pretty interesting. But I think I need the board pressure. He's nuking 1 land a turn. Okay, so let's think about this. So I can go up to 5 mana sources, and he'll drop me back down to 4. Or I can play Yasharn, and then I go to 3 mana sources. So
But on the flip side is if Yasharn can clear, he's our quickest. He's going to be our quickest pressure to killing Karn. And he already has a bunch of mana. If I clear that, he'll be stuck on 3 mana, but that doesn't really matter. I think what matters is trying to clear Karn. So I think that's what we're going to try to do. So I can play this. He can nuke a land, but if he nukes I think I just need the board presence. It's a hard decision. Like, he's going to be forced to chump with the Arbor Elf. So we'll see. Like, he's going to be like developing a board state too, and I need to be able to race him. So. Yeah, like, this game would have been so much more different on the play versus the draw. And that's really what a lot of these ramp decks come down to. Oh, okay. Oh, Ballista. Okay, he can make a 3/3 Ballista and nuke me that way. All right, I accept. I'm not sure this was actually... I don't know what his hand is, but nuking lands just has to be good. I'll be able to eventually take him off of essentially 4 mana sources. So yeah, I probably should have played Temple Garden tapped. One misplay. Okay, F6 value. Oh, yeah, the second one. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So in that case, we're probably just we are probably just out of the game. So I need, like, he should be trying to go for my white sources to not let me have a Skyclave out. Oh, that's an odd move. Okay. I almost feel like chumping with the dork has to be correct. Surely, so he has to have... He has to have, like, bridge in his switchboard. Okay, let's see what he hits. So Arbor Elf, that's fine. I can still beat this board state. Yeah, I guess he could trade off. Now he has enough to trade off with Yasharn. Except he's gonna race me? Yeah, that can't be right. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, so he's going to trade off and... So... How do I feel about that? So now he has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. I guess trading off is advantageous to me somewhat. Not really. He can still pump Ballista twice. I need him to misplay here in order to win. Yeah. I need to top deck a Skyclave. And I don't think I want Yasharn to trade up. So I think we're just going to hold back. Yeah, I think we hold back here. So 2, 4, 6, 8. He has 10 mana. He could almost go to... Yeah, I guess maybe forcing the trade is good here. Oh, he's just chump blocking. Okay. All right, I'll take that trade every day. So we're going to go forest. I should have gone plains, because then he would think he can take me off green, and now he thinks he can take me off white. So if I top deck Skyclave here, I'll be extremely punished. Yeah, that was another mistake. If I had only one green, he would have gone the other way. Oh, okay. He's gonna get something else. Oh, it's probably gonna be the Torpor Orb. Oh, I can beat a Torpor Orb. I can easily beat a Torpor Orb. Because I have a Primal Command in hand. Wait, he used that on his turn. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. He had all the cards. Now I think I'm just dead here. Okay. So I think because of Torpor Orb, I think maybe the oozes are actually pretty good here. I think I need to have a creature that doesn't have an activated ability in my deck. I'm going to feel super punished if there was a Skyclave. Well, I mean, not really, because he had a Torpor Orb, but I should have played better. Visionary. Man, this is like literally just enough to keep me in the game. This is literally just enough to keep me in the game. Okay. I guess we're going to keep playing. See, this is important. You always play to your outs. Like, it looks like I'm losing here, and I probably am going to lose. But you can maximize your win chance by just playing to your outs. And he's down at 2. So I can now add mana. So now I can get up to 4 mana and then 5 mana. So I don't draw, which, you know, is whatever. But I have a very solvable hand. He's not even pumping Ballista. That's a little silly. I feel like when you're in a board state like this, you really need to, like, start pumping Ballista. He has so much mana right now. So much mana. So, yeah. So if I can hit the Utopia Sprawl first, and that's going to force him to pump the Ballista before he does anything else. And then I can swing again with Yasharn. So he's doing it again. Does he have a 4th Karn? Does he have a 4th Karn? Okay, so he can nuke. Okay, this is a winnable position. So I have to save my Primal Command for the loop so I can get Ewit down. So I can flick this and then play Ewit. So I have to save this for 8 mana. So yeah, this is fine. Does he actually have a 4th one? He does. Whew. That's a little unfortunate. Now I don't think there's anything I can do. I need to like draw into a dork now. Let's see if I can do that. Okay. I'll just play this out. No, pay 3 life. Okay, we're gonna whack Karn. So I'm still going to play it out. I'm behind about 1.5 minutes on time. So I'm gonna try to make back some of my time. So I'm just gonna F6 here and wait for him to do his thing. That's the other thing to keep in mind too. If you're in a losing position like this and you feel like scooping, if you're down on time, at least trying to make back 1 minute or 2 is usually worth it by forcing them to prove their win condition. So yeah, so just press 6 or F6 depending on which version of Moto you have, and yeah, just go for it. Like let them force the win. There's nothing in my opinion scummy about that at all. Okay, so he has me on a 2-turn clock. So, and there's nothing I can do about it. 3 damage. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I don't know why that prompted me. I don't have any blockers anymore. Okay, so I'm just going to force him to win, see if I can make back 20 seconds to put us at even time. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to just try to get back 20 or 30 seconds to put us at even time, and we'll go to game 3. He has a Scoos, okay. So you see, I made back that 1.5 minutes now. Okay, we'll go to sideboarding. So yeah, against the Torpor Orbs, I feel like I do need Gargaroths. Slime is fine, actually. Queen is fine. Skyclave is great. I could maybe cut 1 Yasharn. Maybe even cutting 1 Ewit as well. And I want to try to fit the Scoozes in. I want to try to fit 1 Scooz in. And I think I'll cut... I think I will cut 1 Ephemerate for that. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is good. So now even if he gets Torpor Orb, I still have some really decent win cons that I can tutor for. Okay, would I like to play first? Let's play first, please. Oh man, this is one of those hands where you get screwed by your colorless lands. I mean, it happens sometimes. It's fine.
Yeah, I will keep this. I will put back a Misty, I think. Yeah, I'll put back the Misty. And get basic. Set this on white. So hopefully they go Stomping Ground, Utopia Sprawl. That will get them good. We'll see. Nope. Okay, this is actually a really great draw. Perfect top deck. Really good top deck. Okay, next turn we can use Sharn and play out another elf. Okay, does he have it again? That's just absurd. I mean, if he has... Okay, he doesn't have the full... Okay, thank God. Okay. I don't want to let him know that I have the field yet. So I think we just... So that's fine. I'm going to buy back that with an Ewit next turn. So that the other great thing about Visionary is it's actually a pretty decent witness target. So I'm actually pretty happy to see trades like that. Okay, Clothis is fine. I don't care about him. Oh, perfect. And I've locked them off of a land. Okay. So I could actually just play the Ewit in hand. He's going to start eating stuff with Clothis. Would I rather have 2 Visionaries, or would I rather have an E-Witness save for later? I think I would actually rather draw this turn. I think drawing this turn has to be strictly better than drawing next turn. So I will draw this turn. That was an excellent draw. So yeah, like I'm saying, Llanowar Visionary is one of my favorite cards, or it's probably my favorite card at the moment. I could possibly be overrating it, but it draws you to your win cons. It ramps you to your win cons. I would rather see 2 Visionaries in my hand than 2 Witnesses. So I think it's the best 3-drop in the game, except for maybe Skyclave. Skyclave is just absolutely broken. So, but outside of that, I think that Visionary just solidifies so much about the deck. Okay, so he's adding mana, so that's good. So I can still get the Visionary next turn if I want. So he could be going with BBE here. Okay, that's fine. That's completely fine. Yeah. So I can nuke his hand, buy back another Acid Moss. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. Yeah, so he spent his whole turn trying to get mana. So I think we're just going to buy back the Acid Moss. Okay, he has something. Another Dork, that's fine. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay, that's fine. Clothis can clock me if he wants. I don't. Okay, wait, he has something else? Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, so I can limit him to 3 mana next turn. Buy back the Acid Moss to limit him to 2. He can hit me for 4 here, that's fine. So I'll be able... Oh, he's holding it back. I think swinging there has to be... It has to be right there. And I'll also turn off Clothis, thankfully. Okay, good. So I got another one. Okay, so how am I doing this? I need to pay one more green. So, yeah, and then I'll pay a white. Then I will nuke that. That's a very greedy thing. It's very greedy to stack like that. And now I'm just going to try to keep nuking lands. And I will play out planes. Okay, then we chill here. It may have been right to get Llanowar Visionary, but I think knocking off lands is like a decent idea right now. He's on 3 mana, or I guess he's on 4 mana. Yeah, maybe. I think there's probably a case to like playing Visionary. So it looks like this is BBE or Chandra or Karn. Yeah, Karn. No, okay. Okay, he has a Torpor Orb. Okay. So I think I just have to swing everything at Karn. I think I swing everything at Karn. And then I try to force a trade. So, okay, so yeah, I think Karn dies no matter what. I can take him off this wooded foothills. I don't think it matters. Like if I take him off it now, I mean, it's not taking him off another land. So, but I guess he could have Bolt in hand. So this takes him off of Bolt. So I think I'll just make sure he can't Bolt. Like post-combat. I think this is fine. I think I'll get another basic forest. And I'm going to attack Karn. He can eat 2 things, I guess, if he wants. I'm hoping he'll trade with the Karn. Okay. And I can play a new Yasharn out, try to get a mana. How much do I care about Yasharn value? I guess it matters a little bit. How greedy do I want to be saving this Yasharn? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 mana already. I don't think it really matters. So yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna pass turn. I guess I'm just gonna try to force the trade off of Yasharn and then play my next one. And if I don't get value for it, I don't, because he has a Torpor Orb down. I don't think it matters. Really could use something good here. I guess it was a mistake. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm definitely nuking that. I'm definitely nuking that. Okay. Okay. So I don't think he swings here. I mean, maybe he does. I mean, I will swing right back. So I take 6 now. I could take 10. Okay, that's an excellent draw. Okay. So I'm going to just start eating lots of things. So I guess I can only make him like a 3-3. But I think we're swinging wide. I think that's definitely the plan here. So 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Then I think I am playing... Okay, so I'm playing this one. And then I'm playing... And I'm going to keep this one. And then I'm going to start eating things. Get outside of bolt range. And then next turn, whatever he plays, I can just, I guess I can, oh, I didn't want to play that. Wanted to bluff with that. Okay, let's see what he does. Let's see what he goes for. Okay. I will eat that for him. All right, I win. Good games. All right. All right, perfect. So we are currently 2-0, and yeah, I will finish the league.
All right, let's try to go on to game number 3. All right, here we go. Okay, play first. Give the GLHF. Excuse me. This is a snap keep. Looks like we're against a Luris deck. So against the Luris deck, I think I'm gonna lead on Sprawl first for sure. And do I want Sprawl on white or green? I don't think it really matters. I don't think green necessarily gets me anything better, so we'll just be going white. Okay.
Okay, Inquisition's fine. Probably takes my Visionary, which is also fine. Okay. So I can play Witness and get back a land, or go for Noble Hierarch. I think Noble Hierarch's probably the play here. Usually I like to save Witness for high value find. Come on, move on. There we go. Grixis Delver. Okay, so hopefully I have a window to get something down. Oh, okay, this works. Yeah. This is fine. So next turn, I think I just get back a Windswept Heath and then try to play Yasharn. Okay. The top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand. You may play the exiled card this turn. Okay. Wow, that's a pretty powerful card. Okay. Could really use a land here. Alright, that works. Okay, we get ourselves 6 mana. Next turn we can Ewit, grab back Visionary, get some more ramp. This is like another place where Visionary excels, so I want both the ramp and the draw because I have a 7 mana play in hand. So the draw is actually pretty relevant. Not going to attack. I'm at 20 life. Depending on how big the shadow is, I may just take it. So I think I'm just going to take 2. Yeah, I think I just take 2. So he may be trying to sack the polluted delta by chance. So the main reason I'm not trading here is I don't want to allow Fatal Push to clear Karn. And so that's, yeah, I'll happily take 2. He may have been trying to sack his fetch. So All right. Okay, this is really great. Yeah, so I should be able to play a Hornet Queen next turn. So we're going to Ewit back a Visionary. Get a Visionary. Okay. And then we're going to play our Noble. And then we will F6. We almost have lethal on the board. And no attacks. So Stubborn Denial also won't stop Hornet Queen. That's like the other advantage of having it as a high-end payoff is I don't think GDS has any like really great removal for it outside of like Thoughtseize. Okay, so he has a push in hand, so that's good to know. So we're just going to take 5 here. Oh, he's just going to attack with that. Interesting. So he might push my Noble. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Draw a card. I think I did that wrong, yeah. Okay, so what do we want to play here? So I think I do want to just play the snow-covered plains. I think I want to leave Turn Timber as an option. So I think we're good just sitting for 1 turn. Then next turn, if I can land a Hornet Queen, I'm probably going to swing wide. I doubt he's playing a basic mountain. So yeah, I think I'm going to nuke the Blood Crypt. Oh, wait, what? Okay, that's fine. So he's going to take Hornet Queen, but we'll have a Turn Timber. Okay, so I think I'm going to just chump. Well, I could take 7 here. Yeah, I think I'll take 7 here. Because I guess I could decide if I want to play around a 3rd push or not. So I think I'm going to just do it now. Yeah, okay, take him off that. I think I will trade with the Death's Shadow. Yeah, I think he wants to crack his fetch. Alternatively, I could double block. So he's actually at 1. So what's his last card in hand?
He could have another push. He could be baiting a double block, which would be bad. I think I just trade off Yasharn here. It'll buy me some time, and I can often find another Yasharn off of Turn Timber, and plus I have a Windswept Heath. So I'm fine trading this off. Okay. That's fine. So 3 pushes down. Okay. So now I can, oh, this is great. We're going to go into Turn Timber now. Okay. That worked out great. Yep, and I can see another Yasharn here. Get some more lands, or I can get an Arbor Elf, but Yasharn's better for sure. Okay, get a Forest and a Plains. And not going to swing anymore. Huh, he didn't fetch with his Polluted Delta. That's kind of surprising he didn't get another Blood Crypt. Okay, we'll just take 3 here. So really looking for an Ephemerate. Okay, Scourge. Really need an Ephemerate. That will win me the game right here. Oh, here we go. So here's some of like the key synergies with the deck, right? So I'm gonna start flickering things. I'll flicker my Sky. Man, I don't even know what I do first. I almost think I need to flicker the Eternal Witness to play the Hornet Queen. I think that's probably the highest priority. So he can't Temur Battle Rage me right now. So I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. Yeah, we'll just play Hornet Queen and win. So first flicker on Eternal Witness, then next time I can do Skyclave, or I'll probably just, the second flicker is going to be on Ewit again to rebuy, and then I can do Skyclave. Like there's just so many. The core synergy of this deck is having lots of high payoffs in your graveyard that you get access to. So a traditional banned Ephemerate list is using Ephemerate to get back like a 1/1 flyer, whereas with this list we're using it to get a Hornet Queen back, which is extremely high value. Okay, perfect. So this should basically be like a 1 position. So next turn I'm going to Ephemerate on the Eternal Witness, buy back my Ephemerate, and then I can just keep doing that forever. And then I'll probably flicker the Skyclave or whatever I need. So now I don't think I lose from here. And this just really goes to show you how strong Ephemerate is in this list. Like everything is there's very little in my deck that I guess in terms of like Ephemerate targets, that isn't just a complete blowout, like all my 3 drops. Okay. So we can block 3 things. Yep, we're gonna do a rebound. Okay. Gonna flicker the Ewit. Get back the Ephemerate. Okay, oh, perfect. Yeah. So I can kill most of his board now. So now I get to flicker back a Primal Command. And so here's what I'm going to do. Yeah, this is just, I'm going to make him gain 7 life, and then I'm going to put a land on top of his library. Does he have anything from his graveyard he can play? Not with this mana out. So here's where I'm going to give him 7 life. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I can do that because I think killing the Death Shadow is important. Or I can just flicker a land. I think I can just win on the board, actually. Right? So let me think. I'm going to fetch a creature. The creature I'm going to... So how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9. I can do both Ephemerate, Primal Command, and another Skyclave. Okay. So I think we're just going to do that. On that. And then we're going to do another 1 mana drop. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to put that on top, fetch a creature. Leave a white. I guess it doesn't matter. Going to get another Skyclave. And this time, yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, that was a better play. I was just trying to lock it up and not play with my food so much. So, okay. So game 1 done. What do we want to see game 2? So I think Gargaroth is pretty solid. Probably taking out a slime. And I think I want 1 ooze. Ghostly Prisons also aren't that bad, but I don't think I necessarily need them. So what are we cutting here? We're probably just cutting like 2 Acid Mosses. And how badly do I want the Prisons over like the other 2 Acid Mosses? I think Prison's actually probably pretty good. Yeah, I think Ghostly Prison is probably pretty good here, so I'll side in 2. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, I gotta play a little faster. This is a fine keep. I have ramp into payoff, so we'll go with this. Oh, got a bobble. That's always a good sign, so it reduces the chance of like a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Okay, yeah, that's a really good draw. So now we can flicker the Visionary to draw deeper. We can also use it to blow out like a Fatal Push. Okay, this is an oddly slow hand. So I have 2 Visionaries. I'm just going to go for it. If he has like infinite counters or remands or whatever, it's whatever. If he wants to spend like time countering this, I'm fine with that. Okay. Flooding out a little bit, but it's all good.
So I'll have 5 mana next turn, so I can Yasharn and hold up an Ephemerate. I'm going to discard a card. I'll just discard a land. See, like look at this. Like, it's eating a bolt. So Visionary is actually like a pretty decent card. I think I'll just ditch a Temple Garden. Okay, so he's tapped out now. I may actually go for like an Ephemerate play here. Actually, what did he do? He grabbed Loris, right? No, he K-commanded me. Do I Yasharn or do I try to go for 2 draw steps? I think I just Yasharn here. I'm fine with this. Well, he has to answer it. See, I should have played the Misty. It was a misplay, but it's probably not going to hurt me that much. I guess I almost want to do this on purpose to show you, like, if you have a fetch in your hand, it really doesn't stop your plays that much. Like, especially if I just Ephemerate the Yasharn again, if I need lands, and then I just draw 2 more. Okay. Okay. Man, could really use a draw 7. Or sorry, a gain 7 life. I think that just wins, like a Primal Command just wins me the game here. Oh, that also is very, very good. Okay. So I think I'm going to play Skyclave, hold up Ephemerate. And see, like, this combo is also very good. Like, I have so many evasive Ephemerate targets now. Like what's he going to do on this board state? Okay, gonna nuke the Shadow. And now I just get to hold up Ephemerate for any removal. Like, I'm probably going to Ephemerate. Once he puts this, he didn't put it on the stack. I wish he put it on. I guess he couldn't have. Yeah, there's a chance I should have Ephemerated there while he was tapped out to grab the Scourge. And then next turn I can just flicker a Yasharn. Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay, so do I Ephemerate here? No, I don't think I need to. I think I Ephemerate when he jams Yasharn. So I can start pressuring him for life now. Oh, an ooze, that's great. Okay, I think I want to get down an elf. And then I'm probably going to get down a Scoos. And then I'm probably going to start swinging in. Okay. Okay, now I can just start clocking him. So you see, Yasharn's like holding up his 4th land here, and I think that's really stopping him from doing things.
So instead of being able to like play Luris and also like Fatal Push my Yasharn, he can just play Luris and then he's dead next turn. Like if he goes for it here, and then I think I'm just going to eat. I don't even need to eat the Bauble. Like, right? He can't crack it because of Yasharn. So Yasharn stops the crack. He can't play the land. He's mostly stuck on board. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to... Whoop. I think I'll just wait till attack step, see what he does. See if he attacks. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is draw off a Visionary. Draw a card. Then off the Rebound, I'm going to flicker Skyclave. So it's important to like take the 1-drops first. So now because like Death Shadow and Scourge are like very comparable in terms of power. So now they get a 1/1 instead of a 2/2. And we're going to eat the... oh, he's conceded from the game. All right. So that's the end of the game. So yeah, so I think that showcased very well the synergies that this deck has with Ephemerate. So while Ephemerate doesn't work with a lot of the cards in the deck, like Acid Moss, Primal Command, you can actually consider it synergistic because you can tutor for something that you can Ephemerate, but a lot of the other cards like Acid Moss and things like actually I guess there aren't that many bad hits here. Let's go back to the deck list. Yeah, so like Acid Moss is a bad hit, but mostly everything else can be considered a creature. Like that's, even though it's like a non-creature spell, like Primal Command or Turn Timber, everything synergizes very, very well with Ephemerate because the payoffs are so much better. So like flickering back Ewit to get a Primal Command from the graveyard, or flickering back Ewit to get an Acid Moss, or flickering Yasharn. Like these are all very, very powerful plays that I think traditional banned Ephemerate lists don't have access to. And I think that just kind of showcases like how strong the synergies in this deck are. But yeah, we can go. We're 3-0. Let's do another league and another match and see how it goes. Okay, so we have a pretty strong hand here. We have Sprawl into Acid Moss, and an Ephemerate in hand is fine. So yeah, we'll keep this. 6 Moo. I think I've played against this person before. Yeah, I want to say they're on Tron. Yeah, Tron's going to be a pretty good matchup for this deck. This is essentially like an anti-Tron deck, so yeah, I think I've played against this guy before. I guess we can even go green. Like I have double white already. I guess if I top deck
Yeah, I guess if I top deck something, I'm sad, like a Skyclave. Okay. E-Tron, I guess, is a little bit of a harder matchup. So yeah, if I top deck a Skyclave, I'm punished here. But I kind of wanted to get more green sources. Okay, this is fine. Okay, put this out. And we will play... oh! Okay. So now I can hold up Ephemerate. I'm not sure I want to Ephemerate that. Yeah, I probably have better targets in my deck. Okay. So let's see if he has the Thought Knot this turn or just more Tron lands. Okay, he has a tower. Sometimes they aren't able to jam the turn 3 Thought Knot. Fingers crossed. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about these little dudes. Okay, that's a good draw. So, yeah, we're going to start nuking lands. Start taking them off of Tron lands. Next turn, yeah, so now I have an Ephemerate for my War Visionary, and I'm going to have like 7 mana next turn. So, yeah, I'll be able to play a lot of stuff next turn. I want to take him off the Temple next if he doesn't have another Tron piece. And then after I take 6 more, probably going to end up taking like a total of 12 more from this. Okay, he's stuck on mana. Very good. Okay. So I think I'm going to go to 2 and try to rebound from there. I'm playing Visionary no matter what, so let's draw. Let's see what we draw. Okay, that's good. I only need to take 1 more now. Okay. This one... 1, 2, 3, 4. Take him off this land. And the next turn, I'm chumping with a Noble Hierarch. And flickering the Ephemerate on the other one. So I would prefer not to give him 2 draws if possible. Okay, so I'm 1 top deck against just going off here. So like 1 Primal Command and I can mostly win the game. Okay, I'll take 6. Okay, that's fine. He has another temple, that's fine. Okay, found an Arbor Elf. So I'm going to save my Ephemerate to flicker. Okay, this is fine. Fine-ish. I need to get some answers soon, but I have some time to play with, so...
Okay. So let's draw 2 cards. Okay, declare blockers. And then I'm going to flicker. Does he have like a spatial contortion? Ah, he has a dismember. That's fine. Okay, so now I'm in a little bit of trouble. Need like a Primal Command. Ephemerate's not good enough. Okay. Go to the next game. Okay. So in this matchup, I think I want Gargaroths for sure. What do I want to cut? Yasharn's okay. Hornet Queen's okay. Is Hornet Queen okay? Probably not. I think I want Gargaroth for my top end. I think these are better. Let me see. And I need Dampening Spear, of course, Damping Spear. And I need 2 cuts. I think I can cut 1 Ephemerate. And I need 1 more cut. I think I'll cut 1 Eternal Witness. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think I like this. All right. So I got blown out. Sometimes you get blown out with your Ephemerate plays. There wasn't really much I could have done to have played around that. Okay, this is a good hand. So I'll keep this. This is a pretty solid hand. Okay. Always great to see a Tron player mulligan when you're playing a land destruction deck. Okay. So you probably won't have a turn 1 play. So yeah, okay, that's a really great draw. No. Put that on there on white. All right, we are good to go. I guess I can swing. Hit him for 1. Okay, Mattery Shaper's fine. Okay, that's a pretty okay draw. I'm gonna flick that. And probably actually get a Gargaroth. I don't think he can beat a Gargaroth. Yeah, see, like there's the instant concede. Like, Gargaroth is so good in some matchups. Like, some decks just don't have any like way to deal with them. And so, yeah, sometimes people will just concede. Like what's his deck going to do against a Gargaroth and a Primal Command? Like, next turn, I'm gonna go Turn Timber, Noble Hierarch, Gargaroth, and what's he going to do? Play another Mattery Shaper, maybe. So yeah, that worked out great. Okay, let's see if we can pull off the set. So I'm mostly happy with my deck. On the draw, do I want 4 Acid Moss? Like, this is going to be, I feel like this is going to be slightly weaker than another Eternal Witness. I almost want ghostly prisons. I almost want like a ghostly prison instead of like a Yasharn. Something like that. I think this is what I want. Yeah. I think this is good. Okay, yeah, this is a great starting hand against Eldrazi Tron. So we will keep this. Okay. Going to go get basic forest. I could just 1-2-3 Tron me. And I won't really have a way to stop that unless I get like a damping sphere or... Okay. Well, I mean, we have our next play. Alright, let's see what he has on 7 mana. I mean, he could just have Tron. And then there's nothing I can really do about it. Ah. One card too late. I guess I needed more than that, but... Alright, let's see what does he have it? Oh, please, no. Okay, Ugin's fine. I can totally beat an Ugin. I can absolutely beat an Ugin. Okay, so we have some work to do. We have some work to do this round. I think I need to shuffle this away. I don't have the mana for it. I have 4 mana. I can take him off that. Okay, let's think here. I have 4 mana. So, do I want to get a Yasharn down to ensure I have... Well, I'm going to have 5 lands anyways. So that's not really a consideration. I might just want to take him off another map. He can't sack it if I play Yasharn, though. Yeah, we're going to just play Yasharn. Yep. Go with white. Okay. All right. So we got some work to do. I have to clear an Ugin and Tron lands, which I can do. It's just I'm not sure how much time I'm gonna have. Okay, so like things like that aren't helpful. So you can go for like a liquid metal. Oh, Sundering Titan. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's probably gonna seal it up. Yeah, I can't beat this. Well, I should have mulliganed for a faster start. Like if they have the natural Tron, they have it. Usually Eldrazi Tron doesn't have it. So I think that was a fine keep against Eldrazi Tron. Okay. So okay, so I can flicker. I think I'm just going to play the flicker game. I don't think I'm out of this yet. So I'm gonna play it out a little bit. See what he goes for. Walking Ballista, that's a pretty good choice. Yeah, I can't beat these draws. It's all good. Generally, this should be a good matchup, though. Okay. I'll go fetch 2 more lands. Rebound. Do I want to draw 1 more planes? No, I don't think so. Am I swinging in this turn? I think I am swinging in this turn. So I think we're going to rebound. So if he's leaving this one back, this is the one he wants to keep. But I think I have to like force the trade. So I think I clear the Ballista, and then I try to swing at the Karn, because he can't really do anything. Well, do I even need to swing at the Karn? Probably not. I don't think I need to clear the Karn this turn. I think I need to clear the Ballista. Yeah, the Ballista is a higher priority, so I will flicker 1 more time. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. That actually lets us play this. That.
with a ballista. Yeah, he'll clear back. That's fine. So the one on the far left is the one he wants to keep. Okay. Yeah, so I don't really have any plays now. Okay, so I think this is the end of the game. Yeah, I think I really, if I'd known I needed dampening, oh, here it is, dampening sphere. All right, it's fine. Good games. We will move on to the next round. So even though that that was a loss, I felt like the match was still pretty close. Could have still gone either way. I think the keep still is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with my keep the next game. Just sometimes that's how things turn out. So sometimes they just have natural Tron and you're on the draw. So okay. So let's see. So this is a Luris deck. Don't think I can keep this hand. As enticing as it is, it's just not doing anything. This is a much better hand. We will keep this, and we will put away. I will put away a Field of Ruin. Okay. This to me reads like a push or a bolt. I can actually afford to play around it because I have an Ephemerate in hand. So I think I'm just going to do that. I think I'm going to play around it. I don't have anything to do next turn. So we're going to play around a push or a bolt. Oh, this looks like one of those Lumimancer lists. Okay. Yeah, so this will be good. I'll be able to play around a bolt, and then we'll be able to go... Okay, this is fine. Let's see what he exiles.
Yeah, it's a Lumimancer. I have to think they misspelled that. Lumimancer. Okay, yeah. So we are going to play against the Bolt and hopefully untap. And then we can just jam Yasharn next turn. Okay. 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 So, I think I still do it here. I'll just force him to sack it now. He has a second dart on the stack, okay. So, yeah. That's 9. He can get it up to 10 damage. 10. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay. Okay, so they're on one land. I am mostly dead. So I need to find something super quick. All right. That is good enough to do it. All right. The good news is we should have like a pretty good sideboard plan against this. So I can have Ghostlies come in, Damping Trinies, Gargaroths, and also Night of Autumns are pretty decent. We're going to be taking out one Noble because we have a 2-drop that can kind of take its place. We're taking out all the Acid Moss, taking out Slime. I think we cut one Witness, and let's see what else. I think we can cut one Yasharn. Yeah, Hornet Queen. I think Hornet Queen's probably still good against a deck like this. I think we cut one Yasharn and 2 more cuts. I think we can cut one Ephemerate, and maybe even 2 Ephemerate actually. Yeah, okay. This is a decent sideboard plan. Actually, I think I want to use, and I'll take out one Ephemerate. Submit like that. See if I can't submit it. Yeah, we'll go down to 1 Ephemerate. I don't think I need to worry about a value engine right now. And Ooze is going to be good to like clear out their graveyards, so Lumimancer can't trigger. Be on the play. So best case is, of course, Utopia Sprawl into Trinisphere. Utopia Sprawl into Ghostly Prison should also work. So this is a very, very good starting hand. I think we'll see how good the new Lumimancer decks are, but I think it's going to be very hard to lose from here. Okay, perfect. So plays a creature without haste. That's, I guess, also fine. Go with Ghostly Prison. And now we just go Visionary into Yasharn into Primal Command. Should be an easy enough plan. Like against decks like this, I don't think he'll have enough mana to both remove the Visionary and attack. So he'll get like a bunch of Prowess triggers he can't use. So like right now, like he has to spend 2 mana to attack. If he wants to do that, that's fine by me. Yeah, you gotta pay 2 mana, my dude. So yeah, it's been a while since Ghostly Prison's been in the meta, hasn't it? So yeah, look at this. It's beautiful. Save myself 4 life here. Yeah, he's gonna have a Lumimancer, but like, so what? He's gonna have to spend 2 of his mana to attack, so yeah. This is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, this saved me a decent amount of life. Like he can't, I guess he could Lava Dart, but it's probably not advisable with a Ghostly Prison in play. So let's try to draw into a land here. Yep. Now if he wants to... Yep. So now you have to be careful with Primal Command, of course. You don't want to target a mountain to put on top of their library because they can sack it with Lava Dart and make it fizzle. So I could also shuffle away his library. I may actually just shuffle away his library. Okay. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, I think I may just, yeah. Shuffle away his library and fetch an Ewit probably. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. I could play Yasharn. It keeps him off of another land. He can play 2. Yeah, it keeps him off a land, so even if he goes 4 lands, if he plays a spell, he can't attack. So I think Yasharn's the play here. Yeah, I think this is a good play. Play out Plains. Okay, so next turn I think I wipe his graveyard and fetch a Witness. So this is one of like the versatile uses of Primal Command is yeah, you can just it's just so useful. You can just shuffle away a graveyard to remove the Magecraft and then they're just kind of stuck. So nope. You can't use the Pain land because the Yasharn's in play. Yasharn prevents Pain land effects. Okay, this is really great. So yeah, so now I think I just shuffle his graveyard and fetch a creature. So now he could like get 2 Prowess triggers if he wants, and then attack with 1 thing. Then I'll probably just chump block and then shuffle his graveyard. So we'll see what he does. I may even just take the damage. If he wants to like double sack his lands, I think I'm going to be fine with that. If he wants to swing with the Luminancer. Oh, he's not going to. That's good. So yeah, Ghostly Prison. Just 1 doing a lot of work. Okay. So I think we're going to just turn off the Magecraft. And also the Lava Darts, and then just go fetch it. Target player shuffles their graveyard into their library. You are going to shuffle. I am going to look for a creature. So yeah. So now I have like another full turn until Lumimancer can do anything. And now he has to decide, well, am I gonna like sack these Lava Darts? Like what am I gonna do? So yeah. And then next turn, I'll have the Primal Command loop. If he nukes my Visionary, then in response, I can just play a Gargaroth, or just even a Hornet Queen. It's hard to see how I lose once a Hornet Queen comes down. So yeah, so now he has to start over with the Lumimancer, and I can just rebuy back Primal Command and do it again. Okay. Yeah, that's a good sign. So you can pay for like 1 thing to attack, but that's it. Okay, this is good. So this will buy me a full turn. And I'll get a land now. So yes, I will get a land. And now we can just gain some life with Eternal Witness. So he needs a land. So he can attack with 1 thing. So I'll take 4 from something if he wants, and then I'll just... I may just gain 7 life and then shuffle his graveyard away, depending on what I draw. Okay, so a land. I think I'm just gonna go gain 7 life. I can even just put a land on top. Gain 7 life. Search my library for a creature. I'll just get another Ewit, I think. I don't think I'm losing this race at the moment. So now he needs like another trample effect.
Could really use my, just to find another ghostly prison. Okay, I think he needs like another crash through here. Okay. So it looks like I'm in chump mode. Okay, so he has no cards in hand. So he's gonna clock me for 6. That's fine. So he is absolutely out of things to play. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I think I just gained 7 again. Actually, maybe Hornet Queen's better, and then I start gaining life. Yeah, another ghostly prison will really lock this up. So I might want to even add one more to the sideboard. My hand is gas enough that I think I might just shuffle and gain 7 life. Because that's going to turn off his thing for sure. So what do I do? So a crash through off the top, he gets 5, and he could cantrip into something else. So drawing this is very good. So I think, yeah, drawing another Primal Command off the top mostly wins. I'm going to gain 7 life, and you've got to shuffle. So that should help turn you off. And then we have this. Yes, 2 cards. So yeah, so now Lubomancer's turned off again.
Yeah, Gargaroth is such a good sideboard tech against a lot of matchups. I got that idea from RP Angriff, who got it from Aspiring Spike. Just in general, like green decks sideboarding Gargaroth is very strong. So yeah, and it's paying off here. And now I can just lock the top deck and draw cards or gain life or whatever I'd like to do. So probably going to just draw. Yeah, that's good. This was good to play around, crash through. So now he can like at max attack with one creature, which is good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so yeah, I think that kind of showed off like how good Primal Command can be. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think this list is good as is. I'm going to submit. Okay. Let's see if we can do it on the draw again. I really am hoping to get a Trendosphere down. Oh man. Here we go down the mulligan spree. Sure. I can keep this, and I will put this one down. Okay. Okay. Choose one for white. In case we top deck like a Skyclave. Crash through is fine. It's actually kind of good, I think. Just because it's only like buffing one creature, so he doesn't have any mountains. Okay, so I should have like a turn 3 Primal Command. I could go for... no, I think I have to clear. I think I have to clear the Swift Spear. Yeah, we'll do that. Go with the Forest. Name white. Clear it. And then next turn we can Primal Command. Probably if he doesn't have a mountain, hopefully he doesn't, and I can shuffle his graveyard away and then gain 7 life. Okay, this is completely fine. This is like really decent. So, okay, I guess we're going with the second green to make sure I can play Primal Command. Target player gains 7 life. Target player shuffles their graveyard. Okay. Dees. So now he needs like 3 spells. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna get another Primal Command and try to do that again. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Ooh, a lot of damage coming. Okay, that's not the best. I can cast a Skyclave if I can draw mana. So he'll get okay. So I think I just clear the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I want to Skyclave that? I think I do. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Skyclave that. That's fine. Eat the Luminancer. I can still beat him without a Primal Command. I don't need it. I can use like a Gargaroth. Yeah, and see like he's cantripping for like no value now, so it's all good. That's fine. I don't think I can take 1 damage here. If I top deck my Ephemerate, then so be it.
Okay. This is very good. Whew. I think I may have locked this up. Okay, so yeah, so I think I'm in a good position at the moment. I think I can just win over 2 turns, more or less. Okay. So he's digging. He can lava dart one of my guys. So, okay, I can swing with 4. I can swing with everything. That leaves me dead to that. He can clear 2 things. So if I attack with 3 damage, next turn I can hit him for lethal. Okay, so he has to remove, I think, all of my creatures here. And if he is, that's damage that's not going face, so. Oh, okay. So, I think he has to try to gain life here. Okay, that's promising. So he has 1 removal spell, but he can't cast it because he has to tap mana. So I think I can swing here because I have a visionary. Let me actually see what I'm drawing for a turn. Okay, drawing a card. Yeah, okay, this is fine. So I think I just swing all and force him to do something about it. Now he has to, like, tap with mana to attack. Okay. So he can't tap his Sunbaked Canyons. He has, like, literally 1 mana he can use. All right, there we go. Yeah, so there we go. A tiny little 4-1 league. I think it kind of showcased a lot of the deck's strengths, so I hope you all found this helpful.